Hello my friends, and welcome back to our blind let's play of Virtue Last Reward, the sequel to 999. Let's play the Nonary Games, and in our last episode we trusted Tenmyoji, and we resisted the, what do you call that? Whatever that was from Clover. But yes, so we resisted the foul temptations, and we put our trust in Tenmyoji. And he didn't screw us. Hey, I think that's great. Well, it seems like I made the right choice.
Only did what I said I would.
You really helped me out. Thanks.
I could say the same thing.
Aww.
No need for thanks.
The corner of his mouth twitched into a grin. I felt myself smile a little in response. Clover, on the other hand, looked less than pleased.
That was a bad choice, Sigma. And after I told you I'd listen to anything you said.
All the dots. All the get behind me, vile woman dots.
Oh well, whatever.
She sighed heavily, shot me one last annoyed look, and stalked off. It's kind of weird, almost out of character by Clover. And, you know, one of our theories that we're throwing around is that one of us isn't actually one of us, but is an actual robot. And if that seemed out of place for Clover, maybe because that was out of place for Clover, because that's not really Clover. Maybe Clover has been replaced by a robot acting like Clover in order to try to pass the Turing test, which is what this game is all about, to see if a machine can pass a human. I think that's one of our wildest theories we have out there, but considering in our last episode we learned that it's very possible we may not even be in Nevada. We may be on the moon or in Mars. I think it's plausible. Across the room, Dio and Phi were already confronting one another over their own results.
You tried to kill me and Luna.
Yeah, you punk.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Oh, don't give me that. You know exactly what I was doing. I knew you weren't stupid enough to pick Ally. You'd defend yourself with betray, just like I would. Wait, where's Luna?
In the infirmary, looking after Quark.
Is that where Alice went too?
Alice? No, she went into one of the AB rooms with Kay.
Yes, we did indeed enter together. When the doors opened, however, she left, somewhat unsteadily, in the direction of the cyan door.
Wait, what?
She left the warehouse?
Indeed.
Without even checking the results?
Correct.
Well, this seems odd.
There was little reason to check them.
Yeah, it's not like Quark was gonna betray you.
Indeed.
And you two still choose Ally. Man, what a pair of bleeding hearts.
Ah, shush it, Dio.
If you say so. Being mocked for my compassion is a small price to pay for retaining my humanity.
You know what? I like that line. I really do, because, you know, so often, doing the right thing, so to speak, people mock you for it. And yet at the same time, doing the right thing just proves you're human. So, I'm with Kay on this one. I really, really enjoy that line. That's a great quote. Being mocked for my compassion is a small price to pay for retaining my humanity. Ah, it's beautiful.
Where did Alice run off to?
While we were in the AB room, she mentioned being quite tired. Perhaps she went to one of the cabins to rest.
Is she infected with Radical 6 finally?
Oh, well, I guess that would make sense.
It's so weird how the time works in this game, because on one path, Alice gets affected like immediately, and then another path she doesn't at all, and then she gets it later. It's so weird. An ominous rumble filled the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the star round.
I was about to say, imagine it say, there will be no round 3. You all are screwed because no one's dead yet. So you all will die. I could just see that happening.
Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
We can open the gates as many times as we want?
That means the star keys can be used to play the AB game any number of times. If I understood that announcement correctly, that is.
All the dots. I think you did dots. You know what also wonders me though is, I know there's a lot of conjecture early on to start this episode, but if you have 9 points you can leave the warehouse. What happens if you have 10 or 11 or 12? Is the rule that you must have 9 or you must have at least 9? Does that matter? I'm not sure.
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and Solo was starting to top around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. Wow, they're being so polite and nice right now. A pair. Whose wrist is that? 1 pair, a pair, 8 solo, 6 solo, 3 solo. Huh? It looks like all the colors are weird. Clover's a cyan pair and Fi's a magenta pair, but Tenmyoji's a yellow pair?
The 3 solos are red, green, and blue. K's red, Dio's green, and you're blue.
Then how are we supposed to group up for the chromatic doors? I think they're going to be white this time.
Ah, yes. Dio told me about them. Very interesting.
Yeah. They're white, all of them. I had a good look while I was waiting for Sigma to show up down in the warehouse.
You should have seen them then too, Fi.
Yeah, I did. You're talking about the doors in the Floor B warehouse, right?
Yeah, so lay it on us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? Fi nodded and began to explain. Ooh, we got some question marks here. Pretty cool. So where are we at before we read the options? We are S for Sigma, so we're blue. So that means we need to go with Clover and Fi? I think I'm reading that right. Option A, Tenmyoji, yellow, and me, blue, would form one group. Yellow and blue. Okay, obviously I'm not reading this right then. Fi, magenta, and Dio green would form another group. Wait, only 2 people? Who's the third? Clover, cyan, and K red would form the third. Oh, it's Fi and whoever's with Tenmyoji and whoever's with. I got it now. So we'd be with Tenmyoji and a mystery person.
Huh? Wait, you mean there's only one option?
Yeah. There's no other way we can group up to make white.
Oh. See, I'm having trouble reading this flowchart thingy. But yeah, so I guess we're with Tenmyoji again, who didn't betray us, so I guess that's not bad. The question is, are we with Luna? Are we with Quirk? Or are we with... Who's missing? Someone else is missing. I just can't think of it right now. But anyway, let's continue.
Alice, Luna, and Quark aren't here to show us their bracelets, so we don't know for sure what their colors are.
Alice, thank you, Fi. That's the one I was missing.
But it's pretty clear they'll all be pairs, since none of the pairs here have a partner.
So there'll be magenta, yellow, and cyan, right?
Right.
Alright, what now? We've got plenty of time until those white doors open.
Yeah, about an hour it looks like. All the dots. All the 54 dots.
I'm gonna go find Alice.
Of course. I'll come with you then.
Clover gave her a shrug, and the 2 of them headed out through the cyan door. You know, I don't want to jinx this,
Do I
but...
really need to say it?
Nothing bad has happened yet. No, you don't need to say it. We should probably go to the infirmary to see Quirk, right? The infirmary, right? You're going to go check on Quirk. Yep.
Yeah.
He gave me a nod and trotted out through the yellow door. We should go with him. That left only 3 of us, Dio, Kay, and myself. We really should go with him considering he's our partner, Sigma. Just saying. Sorry, guys. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head over to the lounge and have a drink.
Now, having a drink would be great right now. My throat is all of a sudden just cluttered. I've been having this problem lately where when I'm sitting down watching TV or something, like my throat doesn't bother me at all. But as soon as I start talking, my throat gets like all clocky and I start coughing. It's just so weird. Not alcohol though. I would love to just have some water.
You wanna tag along, Kay?
Are you making fun of me?
He can't drink. He's in a mask.
I find it rather hard to drink with this mask on.
All right, of course. My bad.
Hey, but can you go keep an eye on him at least, Kay? All the dots.
Well, I'm out. Later.
With a lazy wave of his hand, Dio slouched off towards the magenta door. It took me a moment to realize Kay was following him.
Hey, what is this? You following me?
No, you must be mistaken.
No, you should follow him, considering he just tried to kill 2 people.
I hope to investigate Floor B further. There are still several rooms I haven't visited.
No, I think you should follow him and knock him out and put him in a dark, dank cell because he just tried to murder 2 people.
Okay. You don't have to tell me your life story. See ya.
Their conversation ended as they reached the door and stepped through it. All the dots. Although you really should be following him, dots. Alright. What should I do? Whoa! What was that?
Tonight's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh?
What just happened? Of course. I need to get the rest of the story out of Tenmyoji. Ah, okay. I remember now. I told you we should have followed Tenmyoji. The words were scarcely out of my mouth before I set off at a dead run down the hallway toward the infirmary. See? You see? Sticking with Tenmyoji is a good idea. Aha. Huh? There's nobody here, of course. I think I just jinxed us by saying nothing bad's happened yet. I'm sorry. The room was completely empty. I edged forward and peeked around the partition. There he was. Tenmyoji. He was standing next to Quark, apparently oblivious to my presence, looking down at something in his hand. A picture? I must have made some small noise because he suddenly looked up, saw me, and hastily shoved the photo back into his pocket. What was that? All the dots. It was a photo of something, right? Was it yours?
Forget it. It's got nothing to do with you.
But all the stuff we had with us when we got grabbed was taken away. Why were you hiding it?
Why should I tell all of you about one measly photo?
All the dots? All the don't be so defensive bro dots? All the dots. All the shut the heck up dots. Anyway, where's Luna at?
I asked her to leave. I wanted to be alone with Quark for a bit. So, why are you here?
Oh, I wanted to hear the rest.
The rest of what? What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, come on, man. I'm talking about that simulated man mission to Mars. We heard that recording about it.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Oh, come on!
I'm getting old. Memory's not what it used to be. Seem to be forgetting a lot of stuff lately.
Hey, nice try, pal. But you're not getting away with it this time. You remembered something, alright? You remember so much you told me it'd take way more than 10 minutes to tell it all. All the dots. All the why can't you just leave me alone, dots? And get off my lawn, dirty kid. All the dots. All the inquisitory dots.
You really sure you want to know?
Huh?
Maybe I'll tell you, and then you'll regret it. Maybe you'll wish you'd kept your fool mouth shut. Just think about all the hopes you've got for the future, and all the happy memories of your past. What if what I have to tell you makes everything you've ever believed ring hollow, and the whole world just crumbles around you? You sure you want that?
Hey, come on. You don't need to, like, threaten me, man.
This isn't a threat. I'm being honest here. Are you really, truly prepared?
Well, of course. I never got the chance to say, I am. Oh, come on, we were having a moment here. Before I could, Pi exploded into the room. Her face, a mixture of anxiety and fear. Uh-oh.
Good. There you are.
Uh-oh. Did something happen?
Alice is...
Oh god, not again. Why is Alice always dying? Oh, the dots? Oh, the dots?
Look, just come with me, all right? She's in the number 2 cabin.
Oh, great. Why is it always the number 2 cabin? Without waiting for a response, Pi spun around and ran back out of the room. Tamayoshi and I exchanged a quick, confused look, then leapt up and took off after her. We already know what happened to Alice. I want to know what happened with this mission to Mars. Darn it. Oh, wait. Huh? What is that on her chest? Alice? The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. It felt as if I'd walked straight into a brick wall. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. No. Why did this have to happen? I forced one shaken foot forward, then the next. My legs began to buckle, and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest. Calm down, calm down, calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet, despite the fact that her bracelet is off her hand. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. Come on, you know, I'm an optimist too, but even I could see the bracelet off. Then at last I pressed my fingers to her neck, and those hopes were dashed. All the dots. Oh, the Alice is dead again dots. God, this reminds me of that Supernatural episode. Was it the something spot? The vanishing spot? You know the episode where Dean just keeps dying over and over and over and over and over again? Yeah, it reminds me of that. No pulse. Clearly, she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. No. No, it's not true. Why? Then I noticed it. All the blood must have distracted me, but now I saw that there was a scalpel buried in her chest, and that's new. That right there is new. She's always been killed with a knife, and this time she's been killed with a scalpel. Judging by the position of its handle, she had been stabbed through the heart. I felt a sympathetic twinge of pain in my own chest, and my stomach lurched. Bile and hopelessness rose up in my throat. I stood, hands balled tightly into the white-knuckled fists, and took a deep breath. All around the room were the rest of the Nonary Games participants, except, of course, for Quark. I wanted to ask which one of them had killed her. Even if it had been one of them, though there was no way they'd answer. All I could do was stare at each one of them in turn, asking myself, is this person a murderer? The looks they traded with one another suggested that I wasn't the only person wondering if they were standing next to a killer. An unsettling silence filled the room. Clover was the first to speak.
Who did this?
All the dots. 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 All the dots.
Say something! Answer me! Please, Clover, calm down. We don't even know if she was killed. Then what happened? An accident? You think a scalpel just dropped from the ceiling and stabbed her?
Cool it, kid.
You did it, didn't you?
Are you nuts?
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Technically speaking, Dio is the most logical suspect because he did just try to kill two people. I mean, come on. It's like, is anyone gonna bring that up?
Clover, even if we assume that she was murdered, that doesn't necessarily mean the killer was one of us, does it?
Wait a minute. You went into the AB room with Alice during the last round, didn't you? Something happened in there, didn't it?
No, nothing happened.
Don't lie to me! There's no way Alice would just run off like that! She wouldn't leave me! Something happened! If she was going to leave, she'd tell me! She...
All the dots. All the disappointed dots.
Hey, Clover. Don't you think just assuming Alice was murdered is jumping the gun a little bit?
How can you look at her and say that? Scalpels don't just stab people all by themselves!
Well, depends what horror game you're playing, I guess. But yeah, I guess you got a point. All the dots. All the demon-possessed scalpel dots.
Oh, I see. I see. I get it now. You're all in on it, aren't you? It wasn't just one killer. It was 6!
Didn't she say that same thing in the last game? Like, I know it's been... I mean, this is like episode 40-something, and... it's been about a month and a half since we played 999. I could have swore she said the same thing, though, in that game. That it was all of us ganging up on... you know, someone else.
No wonder you're so anxious to say this wasn't a murder!
It was about Snake, right? We were all ganging up to get rid of Snake or something.
Clover, please, just settle down.
Fine. Show me some proof then.
You know, that's a name that we haven't heard, though, and that's Snake. Like, what happened to Snake? I'm actually kind of curious. I don't know if we'll ever know, but Snake was actually kind of a cool character.
Prove to me in 10 seconds that you didn't murder my friend, or I'm going to kill every last one of you bastards!
Wow. Considering that I saw her do this in 999, I actually believe her.
You're all going to die just like she did!
Hey, hold on a minute.
9, 8, 7,
Clover!
6, 5, 4,
Clover!
3, 2, 1!
What's happening? What's happening? Those affected by Val 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. All the dots. All the I'm so confused dots. Are those memories? Flashbacks? But I saw an Accelavir. Like, in one of those memories I saw the Accelavir bottle. I don't remember seeing the Accelavir bottle in this playthrough. I mean, we know that Quirk got Accelavir, but we never actually saw it. I'm so confused. Suddenly, Clover moved. I leapt forward and clamped my hand around her wrist.
What are you doing?
Clover, listen to me. Alice wasn't killed. Nobody murdered her. She took her own life.
What?
All the dots. Trophy earned. I can't believe it's not murder. Wait, what? Game. What? Huh? Who? Where? Huh? What? No, exactly. Huh?
No, there's no way she'd do that.
It's true. She stabbed herself in the heart with the scalpel.
All right. Where'd she get the scalpel then?
Well,
I did hear someone come into the infirmary right after the AB game ended.
Was that before I showed up?
Yes. I got up to see who it was, but they were already gone. It could have been Alice.
so she could have taken the scalpel then.
Yes, I think so. You're lying! This is all a lie! It has to be!
It's not. It's the truth.
Then why did she do it? Why would Alice kill herself?
She probably didn't have a reason.
What?
She'd been infected with Radical 6. That's what killed her.
But you just said she killed herself! Just tell me the truth!
I am.
Then prove it! Your 10 seconds ran out a long time ago, so if you don't have any proof...
I do. All the dots? I have proof. All the dots? Where's the proof dots? There was a journal in the lab, wasn't there, Kay? Show it to me.
Journal?
It would have been in the safe.
Ah, well, Alice would have it then.
Bye. Can you, I don't feel right touching a dead woman's body. Could you take a look?
Sure.
I wonder if this is one of the paths that we can go down because we went down another path. Ugh. Her hands barely shook as she quickly searched through Alice's clothing. It was only seconds before she stopped. Slowly and carefully, she drew something out. There it was. The journal. I turned it to hand it to me, but I shook my head. You read it. It's in Latin. I can't make heads or tails of it. She cocked an eyebrow at me and flipped the small book open. When she looked back up at me, it was both suspicion and surprise. Yes, this has to be it. We are going down a path that we can go down because we went down another path. We should have had it to be continued, but we don't because we know something that we shouldn't know. Ah, the morphogenetic field is paying off.
Yeah, it is Latin, but translating this is impossible. It's full of words I've never heard before. I can barely
so excited
understand
right now.
any of this.
Like I'm super excited to know that we are down a path that's not ending in a to be continued, or at least not at the moment. Page 216.
Huh?
Turn to page 216. You should be able to read that one. Bai's frown deepened, but she did as I suggested. I watched her eyes quickly scan the page before looking up at me with renewed suspicion.
Yeah, I can read this page. How did you know?
All the dots.
No, wait. How did you even know there was a journal in the lab?
All the dots. All the morphogenetic field dots. All the dots. All the what's a morphogenetic field dots? I just knew.
You just knew. Come on.
Look. Just read it, okay? Clover wants to hear what it has to say. Right?
Yeah.
All the dots. All the curious dots.
Right. Give me a moment to look it over.
After a few minutes of whispering himself in Latin, Pi began to translate, paraphrasing the contents of the journal. Radical 6 reduces the processing speed of the brain by a factor of the root of 1/6. One of the symptoms of Radical 6 infection is an overwhelming urge to commit suicide. Research has shown that it would probably respond to the right sort of antiviral medication, but no one has been able to develop one yet. Nearby towns are filled with the corpses of people who took their own lives. The uninfected have only barely managed to survive, and have been sent into underground shelters supervised by the government.
Oh Lord, please. Let their future be a bright one.
Pi shut the journal with a soft slap. A sickly silence drifted through the room. The newspaper article, the recording, the conversation with Temyoji, and now this journal entry. There was no more hiding from the truth. The pandemic had already happened. I'm sorry, Clover. All of Clover's rage suddenly dissipated, and she collapsed to the floor, tears pouring down her face. None of us had the heart to say anything, and for several long moments the only sound in the room was Clover's sobs. All the dots. All the I'm sorry, Clover dots.
We've got a problem. It's almost time for the primary doors to open.
10 minutes. Yeah, only 10 minutes left.
Sorry, but I'll be taking Alice's bracelet. Vi and I won't be able to open the secondary door without it.
So she was a magenta pear, just like me.
Just now noticed that, did ya?
Vi vs. Dio, round 2? As he spoke, Dio grabbed the bracelet off the floor and dropped it into his pocket.
What color is your bracelet, Luna?
I'm a cyan pear.
You are part of Clover's pair, then. That means the two of you will need to come with me.
I guess so. Come on now, Clover. We need to go.
So who was Quirk? All the dots. All the I don't want to leave Alice dots.
Alice would want you to survive, wouldn't she? You'll never be able to figure out why all this happened if you stay here. Please.
All the dots. All the I don't want to leave dots.
You're right. Alice, I promise I'll find out what happened to you. I'll figure out who Zero really is. I mean, if you'd never been locked up in here, you never would have... This never would have happened. So it's like Zero killed you. I promise.
All the dots. All the seeking vengeance dots.
I'll avenge you.
Clover stood up and rubbed her hands roughly over her eyes, smearing tears across her cheeks. Then with a determined frown, she strode out of the room. You know, I think this is the most people we have alive going into the White Rooms. This could be a true ending. I don't know.
All right, we're out of time. Move, people.
You guys head on down to the Floor B warehouse. We'll catch up with you later.
Oh, right. Quirk's got the yellow bracelet, which makes him your partner, right?
Yeah. Can't exactly leave him behind.
Without him, we'd end up stuck in the AV room.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go. We'll see the rest of you once we've picked up Quirk.
Very well. Until we meet again.
I swear, if Quirk is dead, I might just throw something right now. Infirmary. Ah, Quirk is up. Hey, Quirk, buddy. How you feeling?
You're awake!
Yeah, I just woke up. Hey, where's everybody else?
Oh, God. Quark.
Tamiyoji's entire body shook with emotion as he drew closer to him. He cautiously laid a trembling hand on the boy's shoulder, almost as if he were afraid Quirk would disappear in a puff of smoke the moment he was touched. When Quirk proved to indeed be corporal, Tamiyoji let out a cry and threw his arms around him. Aww. Aww.
What's wrong? Are you okay, Grandpa?
It's nothing. Nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
But...
Aww. Quirk gave him a puzzled look. Tamiyoji didn't even notice. His face was a mixture of happiness and relief, and I could see tears twinkling from the wrinkled corners of his eyes. All traces of his usual gruff stoicism had vanished. I didn't want to interrupt such a happy reunion, but we were running out of time. Still, Tamiyoji deserved a few minutes. I left them alone. All the dots. All the happy reunion dots. At last, Tamiyoji seemed to recover and shifted from an embrace to a protective arm around the shoulder.
So, how are you feeling?
Feeling? Well, okay, I guess. Was I sick or something?
No. You're not sick. If you feel fine, then you're fine.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I should never have gotten you involved in all this.
What are you apologizing for?
Sorry.
You're doing it again. Are you sure you're okay?
All the dots. All the I'm so happy you're alive dots.
So, where's everybody else? Mr. Sigma's here, but he's just been standing there looking kinda silly.
I gave him a nervous smile and explained about the white doors. I got the feeling Tamiyoji didn't want Quirk to know about Radical 6, so I avoided any mention of it. Alice's death was something I also left for later.
Okay, that makes sense. That means I'm on a team with you guys, right?
You got it?
Right.
So, these white doors, when are they gonna open?
Any minute now. Yep. Well, we've got about 4 minutes until the primary doors open.
Oh, that's not good. We need to hurry. Come on. How do we get to the floor B warehouse?
Okay, we're going.
Follow me. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, this is so nice so far. I mean, yeah, Alice died. I'm sad about that. Maybe there's a way to keep Alice alive. But the fact that all of us seem to be okay besides that, and Quirk is up and walking and moving around, I mean, this feels great. I just feel like the sword of Damocles is about to fall on us, though. I mean, too many good things have happened for this to continue, right? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Warehouse B. I think I'm gonna probably leave this all in as one recording, because we're about to go through an escape room, and we're at about 35 or so minutes. Yeah, this will probably be one episode. It's a good episode.
Chromatic doors have opened.
This may be the best episode, except for the part where Alice died. But to know that we actually know what happened to Alice, though. But it's so weird, though. Did she commit suicide, though, in the other ones? Because in the other plays, there was a dagger, not a scalpel. So,
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
And yes, that does bug me that she was killed differently from the other ways.
You're late. Where the hell have you been? Quark?
You're awake.
And fully recovered, apparently.
I love it when Fire smiles like that. And Luna. Oh, the two beauties, so cute.
I am also relieved to see you well again.
Me too.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I looked out at the others from behind Quirk and held a warning finger up to my lips. There were a few momentarily raised eyebrows and some nervous coughing as everyone suddenly fell silent.
Huh?
From Quirk's perspective, it must have seemed especially odd.
Anyway, there isn't any time left. We need to hurry.
But there are 3 doors.
Which team goes in which door?
All of the doors are identical for this round. I believe it doesn't matter which team uses which door.
Then we're taking the one in the middle.
Why that one?
You want a kill shot, you aim for the center.
Or if you want to give everyone a giant finger, you aim for the middle one, right, Theo? Jerk.
You're more likely to just miss the extremities.
That logic is flawed and more than slightly disturbing. Unfortunately, I don't really have a counter-argument, so center door it is.
I suppose we could go with the one on the left. Is that okay?
No, it's not okay. Because if you know anything about me, I always say left is right. Left is always a better place to go. I don't want to go through the right door, I want to go through the left door. Ah!
I mean, we could go with the other one if you want.
Yes, please. I want to go through the left door. Kate and Clover only nodded.
Well, there's only one left.
Aww.
The door on the right.
Any objections?
All the dots. Well, I guess I can't object to everyone else agreeing dots.
All right, let's move.
30 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Hurry it up, Fi. This thing's gonna close.
I know.
It's time we were going as well.
Right. Sure.
Come on, guys. There's no time to waste.
Right behind you.
I hope we go to the
Let's go.
security room.
2,
Please let me the
1.
security room.
0.
Please let me the security room.
Chromatic doors closing.
I want to know what happens if we get the password. It's so awesome. Seriously, if we're in the security room... Wait, it's not the security room, is it? No, it's the main office room. We were already in the security room. What is that? What is the name of the office? Director's office. Yes, yes, that's it. That's it. That's the one I wanted. That's the one I meant. Yes, this is the one. Oh, look. Deranged it balloons. Except they're not it because they're purple instead of red. But this is exactly where I want to be because with this path, access flowchart here. Yeah, that's kind of weird. There's a question mark here. Just like there was a question mark here. Is there proof it wasn't murder? Oh, lock number 2. Yeah, we were able to bypass this lock because we know the answer, which means this tree is going to extend the next time we look at it. Awesome. So cool. Our first lock, you guys. We broke through the first lock. But anyway, this is what I was talking about. The director's office here. Solve the mystery of the two-headed lion. And now that we're in the director's office, we're going to get the password, we're going to get the information, and we'll be able to access the computer in the other playthrough. I'm so excited! Oh, well, everyone, my name is FlightlessBird, and I am a very excited FlightlessBird right now because we are finally making progress in this game, and I feel like all the answers are on the tip of our fingertips right now, and I'm just so excited to see where it brings us. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you all those who have been posting comments as well, you know, from Michelle to Dio to Alphamate. You know, you guys are just fantastic. I love you guys so much. And for those who don't post anything and just watch the video, thank you as well. There's nothing wrong with that. I hope that you enjoy the videos, and I hope that you continue to enjoy them as we unravel the mystery of the Nonary Games. Until next time, my friends, we're gonna go to the director's office, and I am so excited to see where this leads us. With the lockdown, are we finally gonna get an actual ending? Oh, it's so good. Until next time, take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.